가슴에 무엇이라대 가진 나의 이유를 더 많은 나의 이름을 달래가 어떤 매일 투여끝날래 우랄라 난 너의 맘 같이 야가래.
No! Fu Nancheng stopped and looked down at her. Fu Nancheng doesn't want children. Even though we are together now, we should find another opportunity to talk about having children. I have a stomach ache. She reached out and hugged her stomach. It was her belly again. If the doctor hadn't just checked and said she wasn't pregnant, he would have been suspicious again. What's wrong with your stomach? Let's go to the hospital. Don't want to. After all, this is all your fault. Zhuxi's beautiful eyes sparkled with spring and she glared at him. Fu Nancheng raised his thin lips. Why is it my fault? She is pregnant. No, he will hurt the baby. Now that he and she were in a confirmed relationship, Zhuxi hesitated for a moment, wondering whether to tell him about her pregnancy. Forget it. Let's wait a little longer. He has no plans to have children, and it will scare him. Well, because of you. Zhuxi clenched her fist and hit him. I told you, don't. Fu Nancheng leaned over and kissed her. Fu Nancheng held her little hand, walked in, and interlocked their fingers. Don't worry, I won't touch you. I will be careful not to hurt you. Zhuxi lay softly in the man's arms. Fu family. Villa, master bedroom. Fu Nancheng came out of the shower. He was wearing a brown shirt and black trousers. His short hair was wet. He looked young and handsome. Zhuxi, wake up. I asked the maid to prepare dinner. Eat and then go to sleep. Zhuxi was very tired and had no strength in her body. He squatted beside the bed and put goose-yellow socks on her snow-white feet. Fu Nancheng's handsome eyes were filled with a doting smile. The floor is cold. Wear socks before going out. Is this the Fu family? Why am I here? Oh yeah, Fu Nancheng and I are back together. At this time, Ji Guoqing's voice came from outside. Where is Mr. Fu? We want to meet him now. What is he here for? The maid stopped him and said, You can't go in. I need to report to Mr. Get out of the way. Ji Guoqing, who was outside the door, pushed the maid aside and directly opened the door of the master bedroom. The next second, Ji Guoqing's voice stopped abruptly because he saw the scene in the room clearly. Ji Liniang followed behind Ji Guoqing. She also looked up inside and she froze when she saw it. The handsome and noble man was seen squatting beside the bed, holding the girl's small jade feet in one hand and putting goose-yellow socks on the girl's feet in the other hand. Who would have thought that the richest and most powerful Chibo boss in the capital was actually putting socks on a girl? Zhuxi didn't expect someone to break in. Although she was wearing clothes, she still screamed, Ah! In this golden waterside city of Fu Nancheng, every inch of land is worth gold. Everyone knows that he lived here after returning to the imperial capital. It was his private residence. Lu Yao had never come in, so he brought Zhuxi in directly. At this moment, the man's cold voice sounded with just one word, Get out! Come on. Ji Guoqing was so frightened that his heart almost stopped beating. He didn't dare to look inside again and turned around and left. Ji Liniang also walked away. Living room. Liniang, why are you pulling me here? My son Yunfan is still in the police station. If he gets out, he has to withdraw the lawsuit. Ji Linian's face was cold, and the scene of Fu Nancheng squatting down to put socks on Zhuxi echoed in her mind. She was not unfamiliar with this scene because Lu Xinian had also put socks on Xiaxi, the witch, in the same way before. 20 years later, a similar scene happened again in front of her. Do you think he looks capable of negotiating now? Be patient. Every night when Lu Xinian was studying Buddhist scriptures, she would cling to him and say, Brother, I'm so cold, can you hug me? Brother, I don't know Sanskrit. Can you teach me? Brother is awesome. That's how Xiaxi seduced Lu Xinian away. These evil women with evil intentions only know how to seduce other men. That enchantress had the ability to seduce men, and even she, a woman, blushed when she saw her. She thought that Lu Xinian, a Buddhist man in the world, would not fall for her tricks, but he lost himself in the call of brother and was seduced. I can't let Yao Yao end up like me. Jilin closed her eyes, trying to distance herself from the past. She slowly clenched her hands into fists at her sides. She didn't understand why Zhuxi would appear since Zhuxi was already dead. I will help her remove Zhuxi, this obstacle. At this moment, there was a click sound, the door of the master bedroom opened, and Fu Nancheng came out. Mr. Fu! Ji Guoqing immediately went up to him and said, "When will Yunfan be released? He is my only son. You can't let him have a criminal record." Fu Nancheng's handsome face was cold and resolute. He glanced at Ji Guoqing and said, "Your son dared to touch my woman. This is the consequence he should bear." Fu Nancheng is young now, and he is more arrogant than anyone else. He doesn't give face to anyone, so he has no intention of letting Ji Yunfan go. Ji Guoqing was so angry that his whole body was shaking. You broke off your engagement with Yao Yao for that woman, and you completely disregarded the Ji family's feelings. Aren't you afraid that she can't bear this blessing? Fu Nancheng had no expression. I have the final say on how blessed she is. Who do you think you are? You should go to the temple and see which direction you should pray in to save him a few years in prison. You! At this time, Ji Linyang stepped forward and said, Nancheng, I want to meet Miss Su. No, Fu Nancheng refused directly. Jilin curled her lips and said, she must want to see me too. She must want to see me too, because she is my biological daughter who has been lost for many years. What? Fu Nancheng's handsome eyebrows moved and he looked at Jilin Yang. No, this doesn't match my research. Is it true? Suchi's clear eyes fell on Jilin Yang's face. Of course it's true. When I saw the bell at the wedding, I knew I had found my daughter. Cici, my daughter. Bell? You found my bell? Jilin took out the string of little bells. Suchi reached out to take back her little bell, but Jilin put the small bells into her bag and said, Actually, this is the bell that Zhuxi left for Yao Yao. It's just that you like to listen to the sound of the bell when you fall asleep, so I borrowed it for you to play with. This little bell is not hers but Lu Yao's. So, the two crooked words, my love, engraved on the little bell are not for her? Susi was a little skeptical. That bell belongs to Lu Yao? Then the words my love on it aren't for me either? Seeing her skeptical look, Ji Liniang continued to explain calmly. Ji Liniang rushed forward and hugged Suchi. Suchi stood there without moving, letting her hold her. Cici, come back to the Lu family with me tomorrow. Mom will take you to meet your ancestors. Ji Liniang invited her to return to the Lu family tomorrow. Susi thought about it and agreed. Okay. As she spoke, he remembered. Given the power of the Ji family, if they really wanted to find a child, how could they not be able to find her after so many years? Aunt Ji, Cici is not feeling well now and needs to rest. You go back first. I will take her to the Lu family tomorrow. Fu Nancheng glanced at Ji Linyang. Ji Linyang's smile froze, and she quickly added, Not feeling well? Then have a good rest, and we'll see you tomorrow. Susi retracted her gaze and said calmly, Do you really want to go back and recognize your ancestors? Yes. I've met my mother, but not my father. I wonder what he's like. Well, whatever you decide, I will be by your side. Suchi frowned and said nothing more. Even if there is any conspiracy, I will destroy it one by one. Ji Liniang froze. She looked at Suchi's clear eyes that were as bright as ice and snow. They really looked a lot like Zhuxi. They were both equally intelligent and nothing could be hidden from her. Next episode preview. Yao Yao, wait a minute, listen to me first. I'm doing all this to pave the way for you. Ji Linyang hugged Lu Yao. Lu Yao received too many blows that day. Suchi, the person she hated the most, was actually also a daughter of the Lu family. She was about to collapse. She looked at Ji Linyang with red eyes. I don't believe it unless you help me take back Nancheng. I call you mom, do you really think you are? My mom is the legendary Zhuxi. You're just a little bit useful. Jilin Yang opened her phone and took out a photo. Yao Yao, look at this. Yesterday, while exchanging contacts with Zhuxi, I checked her phone. Guess what I found? Lu Yao froze when she saw it. This was actually a photo of Zhuxi and a man in bed. In the photo, Zhuxi was lying on the bed, in a man's arms. The man's face was not shown. It was probably a mistaken photo taken by the mobile phone camera and the picture was blurry. But this is indeed a photo of Zhuxi in bed. As long as this photo is made public at tomorrow's banquet, Zhuxi will definitely be abandoned by Nanchang.